Very cool.
And I didn't spill my coffee.
No, but you didn't even have any sips either.
Didn't I?
I don't think so.
Oh, no. I didn't have any sips. You're right. That's the best way not to spill, though, right?
Welcome to On the Couch with our Ignition CX CEO, Ryan Bayman.
Hey, Peter. Nice to be here.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Okay, so we're going to dive right in. First question is, what led you to your role as the CEO of Ignition CX?
Yeah, that's quite a journey. A long sort of work history, both in South Africa and overseas. I headed overseas straight after university to play cricket, actually, and got an invite to play cricket there. And then cricket led to work, and I spent 15 years in the UK. And then came back to South Africa in 2016. In my time here, I've been an executive in a property management company for 3 years. And then I was a COO of a facility services company that services mines throughout Africa. And then that led to a role here at Ignition as Group Chief of Staff with Sean and Don, which was a great opportunity, and then ended up in the role as CEO. So it's been an interesting journey of various roles.
And various industries too.
And various industries as well. And sometimes that's a challenge, and it was a challenge for me as well. And I remember even in an interview with Sean, it sort of came up about various industries, and I suppose there's some positives to that, is that you learn a lot. And sometimes if you're stuck in one thing and that's all you know, and I think the joy of being exposed to different industries, different countries, different challenges and problems in various businesses, and learning how to solve those is a beneficial thing. So, yeah, maybe that's a positive for people as well, is to not worry necessarily around being an industry expert. That obviously has advantages, but sometimes branching out and doing different things is helpful.
Cool. Okay. Can you walk us through an average day in your life?
Yeah, that's there's no average day. I think that's the easiest answer. I think life as a CEO is an interesting one. There's obviously 100 different things going on, and obviously very fortunate to have great expert leadership teams in place that know exactly the roles that they play and how they lead the business and deliver the parts that they need to deliver on. And really my role is to understand how that whole picture comes together. Where the stress points are, where the challenges are, how we're solving those, how we're responding to the environment, to our clients or internal challenges. And so, a typical day, normal checking the emails in the morning like everyone else, and seeing what's on the go. Understanding results. I do wake up early. Are you
part of the 5 a.m. club?
I am definitely part of the 5 a.m. club. Get some exercise out the way, get your day going. I think it's important. So a typical day is really just understanding what's most important for the business and where we are in that week or in that month. And even in the course of that year, and understanding what's the most important thing strategically or operationally that day. And really I spend the vast majority of my day in meetings, meeting with the various parts of the leadership in the business, knowing all the details of what's going on in their world, what their problems they're facing. And then we talk those things out. We understand what the challenges might be, how we're going to solve them, and we really do like to workshop things and work together. That's the best way to get the answers, and then making sure that we follow through on that and deliver it.
Okay. And it must be quite stressful having all that pressure of all those different business divisions and how it all plays together. What do you do to help you de-stress?
There's a lot going on. As I say, we've got a great leadership team, and they all know their stuff, and that's important. And so we've got a good cadence of working. We know that we don't turn up to meetings just talking about problems. There's got to be forethought into what the solutions are and how we might tackle them, or at least options that we can talk through. And that's always a great way to tackle the stress and the variety of things that are going on. And that's really the important role of leadership. But de-stressing, like I say, 5 a.m. club, get up, get some gym out the way, play some golf on the weekend if I can, if the family commitments allow. But yeah, all the usual stuff.
Okay, cool. Okay, what advice would you give to employees who aspire to grow into a leadership role?
I think it's I think there's always opportunity. So no matter what role you're in, I think it's important to understand that that there's always opportunity to grow and learn about leadership at every part of your journey. Whether in your first couple of years of working or you're an experienced, well-tenured expert. I think the advice I'd give is make sure that you know the challenges that the businesses face outside of necessarily just your role. Obviously know your role, but really important to understand how your role fits into the broader part of the business and why you're doing the thing that you're doing is the easiest way to explain. You can come in, you can do your job, you can be brilliant at it. It doesn't necessarily always lead to leadership roles, and sometimes people get frustrated about that. And I think the difference is just stepping back a little bit and understanding why your role exists, what important part that it plays in the business and the broader organization, and then how you can really add value and ramp it up a little bit. And ask questions. Just ask questions, want to know the answer and learn from the answer. Just always come in with the attitude of, what am I going to learn today that I didn't know yesterday? I do that still today. This business is crazy, it's complicated, there's a lot going on, and I always say when people ask, what's it like at Ignition? I always say, well, you'd certainly learn a new thing every day, no matter where you sit in the structure, and that's a great opportunity. So, you want to become a leader and you want to grow your careers, is understand your role, understand why it exists, understand how you can make it add value, and then work outside of just the role. Figure out what things are going around in the periphery of your space, and figure out how you can add value and ask questions and do more. And I know we say do more, and I don't mean as in like overwork and work late, but don't do the bare minimum. Do the thing you need to do, and then go one step further and go like, oh, and I thought about this, and it's okay if you're wrong about those things. That's the way that you learn, and hopefully your leadership guys will really be able to respond to that and help teach you about why you either on the right path or maybe you didn't think about this, and that's how you learn is asking questions and getting people to teach you about how to think about things differently. I had a great mentor in the UK at a business that I worked with. He was the commercial director at the time, and I worked under him, and he, to this day, I'm still in contact with him now. He went back to New Zealand, and to this day, he's definitely the one guy that changed my career. He allowed me to do my work and then do other things and come to him and go, hey, can we do this, and what about this, and so on. And he let me make mistakes, but always trusted that I would learn from them. Leadership can also have that responsibility to allow their people to do that within the realms of responsibility. But give them freedom to work and to think and to come with ideas, don't shoot them down. And always make sure that you're teaching and allowing people the opportunity to grow.
That's awesome. Love that. Okay, so we'll change the tempo a little bit. What interesting fact that could you share with us about yourself that no one else knows? Or
Yeah, I knew this question was coming. It's my worst question because I can never think of anything. So I actually sent a message to my kids. And I said, hey, I need something interesting about me. What is there? Because I can't think of anything. And I got back the answers that it's strange that I like country music, and I love country music.
Okay.
It's a little bit different for a Durban boy, but I love it. And I make great scones, apparently.
Oh, delish, okay.
And then my eldest told me that I have to make sure everyone aware that I have a serious medical condition and that I can't drink slush puppies, because I get brain freeze that is debilitating.
That's so cute. Okay, so when are you bringing scones?
Yeah,
and,
scones and slush puppies.
Yeah.
I can do the scones, but I'll have to hand the slush puppies out.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much for your time today, Ryan.
No problem.
And I hope everyone got a chance to just learn a little bit about you and what you do in the business. So
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Peter.